Hello, my name is Dark Wolfheart, and welcome back to another video, a live one. And today I'm going to be starting a new character on Elder Scrolls. So this is him, Calcius Scar, I've called him. And we're going to be doing the Dragon Knight, so that's great. Skip.
Over here, I could use your help.
Yeah, give me a second. Controls. 1 second. Why didn't you save last time? Claim our rewards. Stamina. Oh, it. Yeah, I already know. So the first one we want is Bit Armor, Soul Magic. Go with the Lava Whip. That will be done. X. Good. What? Begin our journey.
Fresh off the boat, eh? High Isle is a good place for an adventurer to earn some gold, provided you have the right connections. The name's Jakarn. My patron needs someone like you. An unknown, so to speak. It'd be worth your time to befriend her. Lady Arabelle DeVoe. Maybe you've heard of her. She's a famous investigator and author. Diplomat, too. Which is why she's here. She runs in circles way above my station. But I owe her a debt that I'm trying to pay. Maybe you can help me do that.
What's in it for me, then?
A fair bit of gold, most likely. Lady Arabelle works for one of the richest nobles in all Tamriel, Lord Bacaro Valoris. He's sponsoring an important conference here on the island. But there's a problem. Trust me, the payday will be worth it.
Alright, I'll meet the Lady Arabelle DeVoe, or whatever her name is.
Lady Arabelle will appreciate an outsider's perspective. She's at the Gonfalon Bay docks with Lord Bacaro, if you want to introduce yourself. The problem I mentioned, it involves some missing ships. Anyway, tell her Jakarn sent you. I'm her favorite. Long story. It involves multiple maidens, a few princes, and one charming rogue who stole all their hearts. Then the authorities got involved. Fortunately, Lady Arabelle agreed to take responsibility for my good behavior. Now I owe her.
Goodbye. Right, let's go and talk to this lady then.
Well, I shouldn't just walk into someone's home, even.
Pick up
Oh,
another
good
quest while we're here.
face. I have tried time and again to ask politely for my friend's safe return, but they rudely mock me in response. Would you help me retrieve Privet? They took her away into Breakwater Cave, didn't even ask my permission. Oh, my Privet is without a doubt the most beautiful sheep on the island. Just ask anyone and they'll agree. A swell of Hadalids reside in this cave. They displayed such inner ugliness and took Privet. I just heard her cries from inside. Even if my Privet was just your typical sheep, which she is not, that would not excuse the Hadalids' rude behavior. I need someone strong to support my negotiations for Privet's return. How would you feel about joining me in exchange for coin? I knew you looked friendly. There goes a true friend to animals, I said. Now, with you to accompany me into the cave, our negotiations can begin. They may get rough, but I refuse to leave without my Privet. I am so much more than a simple farmer. They only think of animals as a source of income, or even food. No, I am an animal steward. I serve each of the creatures under my care. Whatever their
I think
needs
there's
may
something
be,
a bit dodgy with
I
this
tend to
guy.
them. Absolutely. In many ways, I take care of every creature on High Isle. Those
Right,
that
let's get on with the rest of the quest. Yeah, way shrines, I know. I know all about way shrines. Did not have a mount yet, do I? No. I've got 2 more points. Light armor. Stonefist. Wow, Ardent Flame and Creature 2, and I haven't even used it yet. Go and pick up this Nord's quest. Oh, everything is increasing in ranks, and I haven't even done nothing yet.
This. Hello there. I am Rigard, sometimes called the Brash, and I am large delegate for the Ebonheart Pact Cultural Exchange. Or I would be if I had my scepter. That is what King Yoran told me. He said, Rigard, go to High Isle and be Ebonheart Pact Cultural Ambassador. And be large. Delegate and large. That is me. But I lost my scepter of office. I had it with me last night, but now I can't find it. Yes, I went out with delegates Tanilin and Olganash last night. We ate and drank like kings. I don't remember all that happened, but I spent most of my gold. And I lost my official scepter. Will you help me look for it? I can pay you a little. I've been thinking very hard, and it hurts. We should begin at the Ancient Anchor. That is where I went last night with the other diplomats. The innkeeper was angry with me this morning, but she might talk to you. Meet you there.
Don't get that way shrine.
Not you again. You haven't paid your bill. Or did you forget that too?
See?
I'm sorry about that little scene. Some people are unbelievable. Welcome to the Ancient Anchor. What can I do for you? Oh, you're with this Nord?
Wouldn't quite say that.
I'm not worried about what he left here. I'm worried about what he took. A night's worth of food, drink, and entertainment, all without paying. He and his friends skipped out on their bill. Like I said, they ate and drank all night in a private room. When I noticed it was too quiet, I looked in and they were all gone. Someone's gotta settle up. Your friend left his scepter? It'll do as collateral until I get paid.
You found a scepter. That is good. And I remember now. I wanted to pay the bill to impress the other delegates, but now I don't have the coin to do that again. We have to get them to pay their shares. I can't lose another scepter. Let me see. Tanilin didn't seem to be having fun, so I bought her a special drink. And then Olganash wanted dessert. I asked the man in the back for something sweet so my friends could have a good time. We headed back to our own lodgings after that. Oh yes, I am good diplomat. So I thought she would like something to remind her of home. After that, Tanilin kept asking for more drinks. We all laughed and had fun. We said goodnight just outside. She got in her carriage and drove off for home. We might have been arguing about where to get the best cake in Hrothgar. That made us want cake. But the man in the back room said he did not have cake. So I asked him to give me whatever he had for Olgonash. I think Tanilian is staying at Steadfast Manor, a little way outside of town. She likes Lord Bakaro's gardens. Olgonash rented a small house in Gonfalon Bay near the West Gate. Here, I'll be right behind you. When my head stops spinning.
All the work then, shall I? Yeah.
Fascinating.
Pick up another quest, why not?
Are you here on Mage's Guild business? Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join. Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes.
All I care about, what
We
do I get?
provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself. Excellent.
I
You are
think I
now
can
a
join more
student
than
of the
one
Mages
guild.
Every book you find will now earn you reputation in the guild.
Next time I'm in, welcome to our hall. Are you familiar with the guild? The Fighters Guild.
Oh yeah, we want
You
this.
should consider joining up. We have a new guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk for a moment? Excellent. I know we'll all be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you? Right. Our new guildmaster is an Argonian, sees all colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their damned anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains, plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside. Hard fights. Ha! There's a good question. We train our members in special techniques, and the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. You never know, you might be the next Yofnir. Then let me be the first to officially welcome you as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the Daedra.
Yeah, that's sorted. We'll get to Arabelle soon. It's actually this way. I have been going the wrong way. Guild is you. Could do this first.
My dockhands are watching for your cargo, Lady Arabelle. They know it's precious.
There was a storm off the coast. Perhaps it delayed the ships.
Forgive me if I do the job you hired me for, Lord Bacaro. You there. Might we I have a keen eye for talent, my dear, and you're practically oozing it from your pores. I am Lady Arabelle DeVoe. If you're looking for gainful employment, I have a proposition for you that pays exceedingly well. Care to hear more?
Okay.
Oh, nothing tawdry, my dear. We'll be too busy for romantic shenanigans before long, I expect. Some precious cargo was supposed to sail in on the morning tide, but it never arrived. I need someone not known around the island to be my eyes and ears. While tales of my exploits credit me with all sorts of talents, I can't be in more than one place at a time. I could use a fresh face to mingle with the locals, determine if anyone knows anything about my 3 missing ships and their cargo. Lord Bacaro's conference can't proceed without that cargo. Here's what I need you to do. Check the inn, the lighthouse, and the Lockabane Shallows. See if anyone knows or saw anything. Then meet me outside the North Gate to compare notes.
Ah, a visitor. Or another one of Lady Arabelle's associates. Either way, welcome to our island. Bacaro Valoris, founder of the Society of the Steadfast, at your service. I hope you find your visit to High Isle restful and profitable. Yes, a sudden squall of unusual intensity. It died out just as quickly as it arose. I noticed it off to the northeast. Dark clouds filled that part of the horizon. Perhaps our ships were delayed by the shifting winds, or decided to wait out the storm. I'm afraid that's privileged information. Suffice it to say, the cargo coming in on those ships is vital to the conference the Society of the Steadfast is sponsoring. Of course I do, but I learned long ago to have patience when it comes to such matters. Not every setback is a conspiracy, and not every delay is the act of a Daedric cult. Though, if you do learn anything of imminent concern, please let us know.
I'm a dockmaster, not a bloody mage. What does the lady expect me to do if her ships never made it to the docks in the first place? Should I be? Lady Arabelle suspects some sort of foul play, but not on my docks. Not a chance. Gonfalon Bay is safe. Everyone knows that. Trouble comes from the mainland, not from here.
Sure it is.
Of course, the waters to the northeast can be treacherous. The closer you get to Amanos, the more unpredictable the currents become. And storms constantly barrage the coast, not to mention sea elf pirates. A good captain knows these things. None of that would keep Lady Arabelle's ships from reaching port. Like I said, storms close to Amanos aren't that unusual. I doubt the ships we're waiting for would have sailed that far north. Just in case, I sent people to look for signs of wreckage in the shallows. I really don't expect them to find any, though.
Yes. Right.
Have you seen the note? If you seek companions for your adventuring, look no further. This one...
Oh yeah. All about guilds. Fine. Don't need that. Something I need to do in here.
I hear these knights are robbing people and looting caravans. Hail, friend. Have you heard about the band of robber knights that waylaid travelers on the road to Gonfalon Bay? I came to High Isle to trade, but getting goods from the interior has become a roll of the dice. A rogue band that calls itself the Ascendant Order. I thought they were only active on the mainland, but they're here on High Isle. Rabble-rousers and troublemakers, if you ask me. And now, I hear they're looting caravans outside the city walls. Not specifically, but I saw some fancy-pants nobles giving the dockmaster grief. Missing ships could mean anything. Storms, pirates, poor winds, worthless navigators. Try Sergeant Dane over there. He's with the Sisters Guard and knows a lot.
Okay. Where is he?
I'm off duty, newcomer. Got a complaint? Take it to one of the other guards. We police High Isle. Ships that haven't arrived yet aren't our problem. Besides, we've got our hands full with these so-called Ascendant Order Knights. They're stirring up trouble all across the island. Just that they're little more than well-armed bandits. They've been recruiting the poor to bolster their numbers. Now they're robbing caravans while claiming they fight for justice. Honest folk don't hide their faces behind helmets and masks. They're malcontents. They go on about how the high and mighty misuse their power by squabbling over the Ruby Throne. It started out small enough, defying authority, inciting riots, petty sabotage. But now they're hurting people. Something else, newcomer? I'd like to get back to my drink.
I'll deal with that. I've gone up the wrong way, I believe. I've indeed.
You have a look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, wait, that came out wrong. Look, empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement. And not the sort of arrangement that involves a few drinks. Let me be clear about that. I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great.
I'm done anything yet.
On the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here. Yeah, all right. Details. I can see how this might be a bit sketchy, but don't worry. The inn room is well kept, conveniently located. I know you adventuring types wanting a home in every town. This would be a nice addition to your holdings. No catch. I just need someone to freshen up my image. And my gut tells me you're the one to do that. As long as you're not planning on turning it into a skooma den or an outlaw's refuge, the room is all yours. Oh, sure. You can set up some crafting stations, house your pets, display any treasures or trophies you've come upon in your adventures. Hey, you can even set up a target dummy to practice combat. Just don't demolish the place and we're good. Excellent. You won't regret this decision, I swear. Here's the deed and key to the room. Took me a while, but I finally was able to take them back from the last tenant. Required more time in the sewers than I had hoped for, but hey, that's business. Hope the room is to your liking, with your reputation.
What I got was already better, so
Maybe I can work the kitchen instead.
The lad she loved went down to the shore.
Right in, time to get out of here. Gonna do some adventuring. Damn fly. Out of my room. Go. Wanted the map. Far enough away yet? Yep. View the guild listings. Largely, oh, that's fine. And fucking fly. Go off. Go and investigate the shallows first. Come close to that. There's a shard down here. There it is. Might as well collect this while we're here.
This is my spot. Find your own spot. Anything shiny. Look, this is the best spot. Albert used to have this spot, and now he's a knight. I bet he's eating meat pies and berry tarts right now. All I need to do is find something they want. The knights? They wear helms and carry no emblems, but their armor is knight armor. They asked Albert if he wanted to go with them. He's a knight now, too. Just need to find something they'll like. Something to show them I'm worthy.
Okay.
You don't look like a salvager. Come to join up with those so-called knights who've been hanging around, did you? Pah! I'd rather go hungry than swear myself to the likes of them. Haven't seen anything sail by in the lock recently, and no new wreckage washed up today. But I've been keeping my head down. Those robber knights have been chasing off salvagers who won't promise to help them. They were recruiting, or at least offering the chance to earn a reward. They wanted people ready to haul in whatever came ashore. Several salvagers went with them. I wouldn't, though. What I find is mine. To a cave just down the beach. But I'd avoid it if I were you. Old Charbel nearly lost his head snooping around there. I don't know if they found what they were looking for, but I think they left a few knights behind to watch the shallows.
Gonna destroy them then. Get my axe out. Whipping. Like Andres. Within the next few days, several ships will be damaged on the approach to High Isle. We expect wreckage to wash up in Loch Albhain or along the northern eastern shore of High Isle or the southern eastern shore of Emonis. Capture any survivors from these ships and bring them to me. Muster all reliable recruits and blah blah blah. Okay. They are destroying ships. I want to keep you along there, really. Get out.
Wherever the Ascended Lord leads, I will follow.
Give these. Nope. No better. Definitely not better. That is so. Now I want heavy. Rune stones for later. have to go. Oh, wait. Here's the lighthouse.
A traveler. I thought those vile knights had returned. Forgive me. I must continue praying for the return of our idol. Without it, this tower's light will remain dark. This lighthouse is special. It's blessed by Kynareth, the god of winds and sea. No fire serves as a beacon for nearby ships, but the divine light of Kynareth herself. But without the sacred idol, the light cannot shine. Alas, the idol was stolen. Knights in unmarked livery broke in and stole the Kynareth idol. I watched the scoundrels flee to the west with the sacred edifice. Perhaps, dare I ask, would you be willing to recover the idol for the lighthouse so I may restore the beacon?
Well, if I have to.
They may wear the garb of knights, but the ruffians who assaulted me carry themselves like robbers and outlaws. Whoever they are, they're dangerous. Be wary of them, and may the wind guide you. Bless you, traveler. Please understand, to my order, this is more than just a lighthouse. This beacon spreads Kynareth's blessing across both land and sea, but only with the idol in place, so it must be returned. It is marvelous, is it not? This is actually the second beacon to stand atop Gonfalon Head. It dates back to the early 1st century. When I assumed my duties here, the tower was in poor repair. Dangerous, even.
Laren.
When Duchess Alea Dufort assumed her father's duties a few years ago, she ordered a complete renovation of the structure. I'm sure she wanted to protect trade in Gonfalon Bay, but she spared no expense in rebuilding the lighthouse.
I know somebody else who said that once. And he got eaten by dinosaurs. Get some iron. Alright, time to start whipping people again. Anything of interest? Carrots, apples, cabbages, tomatoes, more carrots. Get more orders. All the way back.
You return, and with the idol. Place it here, and I shall call forth its light. Mother Kinnereth, this traveler has set right the desecration of this holy place. Return to us your blessing, and let your light shine over the land and sea. I cannot thank you enough. With the idol returned and the light restored, we can ensure the safe passage of many a weary traveler. Is there any way a priest of humble means could repay you? A blessing, perhaps? Shortly after the lighthouse was pillaged, I spied 3 ships on the horizon. Then suddenly, the clouds darkened, and a terrible storm began to blow in. I lost sight of the ships after that. Perhaps they were simply blown off course? Amanos is notorious for its storms, but Kinnereth generally blesses High Isle with fair weather. I wonder, the way the storm swept in seemed unnatural, and it happened so soon after Kinnereth's idol was removed. The idol has little value outside the lighthouse. Its light does not shine in any other location. My order believes Kinnereth's light blesses High Isle. Why steal the idol unless the knights meant to revoke her protection? A troubling thought indeed.
Right. Pick those ones up in a bit. In case you never know. Nope, ignore that quest. PvP, not interested. PvE only.
Good. You found my field office. I thought I'd keep an eye on the lock while awaiting your report. My own investigations have turned up little about our missing ships. Tell me, did you uncover anything useful? Did the lighthouse keepers spot them? Darken the beacon? The locals revere that light. Who would dare offend Kinnereth in such a way? Something is indeed wrong here. At least our missing ships reached these waters, but this storm worries me. Tell me more about the Rogue Knights. The Ascendant Order? Here? I heard rumors of knights troubling folk outside of town, but I had no idea they were the culprits. I've had dealings with the Order before. This doesn't bode well. Tell me, did you learn anything at the ship? It seems the Ascendant Order knew the ships would be wrecked, and they helped make sure by extinguishing the lighthouse beacon. They knew my cargo was coming to High Isle. This means the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild delegates are in danger too. Ah, you caught that, did you? My missing cargo is more delegates for the conference. Perhaps the most important ones. But I need you to check on the guild delegates right now. They went to visit a druid named Ravana. Her hut lies to the west.
I wanted... Gonna do that while we're here, the delegates. Might as well do the guild listings while we're here.
Have you had the chance to review? This one is quite...
Woohoo! What up? Searing Strike. Let's take Magicka. Earth and Heart. Molten Weapons. Oh, I do enjoy doing that. Might try this one out. Give it a go, see how it goes. I want to change. Oops. Strike it there. Lava Whip there. Stone Fist can stay there, and what armor can go tell?
Can you help me? There's been a terrible mistake. I'm with the Daggerfall Covenant diplomatic mission, but this guard doesn't believe me. I'm not what he thinks I am. Rigard, he got me into this mess. Last night after dinner, we were talking about our favorite places in Rothgar. He disappeared into the back and returned with a bag. He said something about getting a dessert for me. I left. On my way home, this guard stopped me. I told him what I thought about that, so he frisked me. It turns out the bag was filled with skooma. I didn't know, I swear. Can you talk to Sergeant Dupertus? I've got diplomatic immunity.
Fine.
Better talk to the guard.
I'm sure Alganash spun you a sad tale. Criminals will say just about anything to avoid going to prison. He even told me he was a diplomat. Hope he's got a better story for the city magistrate. If I had a gold coin for every criminal who tells me he's got friends in high places, I'd be a wealthy man. Word of warning, Mainlander. Make false statements to an officer of the law, and you'll be in front of the magistrate too. I'll free Alganash if we catch the criminal who refined the moon sugar. There's a smuggler named Burjack Catalan who hangs around the Ancient Anchor. We're sure he deals in skooma, but we haven't been able to prove it. He's the criminal I really want. Follow Burjack Catalan and find where he keeps his contraband. I'll need you to bring me proof he's got skooma.
Skooma.
Arrest him before, only to come up empty-handed. I saw Burjack in Gonfalon Square earlier. If you're in, start there.
You are very clever, friend. Just find Burjack Catalan's ill-gotten booty, and I'll get my scepter back. It's simple.
What a night. Time for a little nightcap. And then to bed. Where's my house again?
Right, now for a boring mission. Following him around the city. Stealth mode. Do-do-do-do. And his house right there.
That bumpkin gave me 3 times what I asked for the scuba. Paid for the best night I've had in years.
Oil food. Blech. Grand. Back up the stairs we go. And go the wrong way.
you are back.
Did you find Burjack Catalan? More importantly, did you bring back any proof that he's dealing in skooma? Someone has to go to prison today. I'd rather take him than your friend here. I knew it! Thank you, Mainlander. We've been trying for months to catch Burjack Catalan with incriminating evidence, but he can smell a guard from a block away. He hides it all before we get anywhere near him. I'm true to my word. I'm after the smuggler who's bringing skooma into my town. Not some drunken fool who ends up with a vial in his pocket. But tell your friend if I see him anywhere near Moonsugar again, I'll arrest him on the spot.
Excellent.
I'm still not
Ulgonash has paid his debt to society. Another diplomatic triumph.
That's better. I can't thank you enough. Without your help, I'd still be under arrest. Now, what's all this about Rigert and his missing scepter? No one paid the innkeeper. I don't understand. We ate and drank quite a lot last night, but Rigert said he'd taken care of it. I would never skip out on a bill. We have to make this right. What do you need me to do? Gladly. I'll head back to my rooms and clean myself up. As soon as I can feel my fingers again, I'll meet you back at the inn with a coin for my share. It's the least I can do.
Excellent. Good thing we came along when we did. I can't imagine how he got himself into this situation.
Where are the main doors up here? There it is. Yeah. Fine, the iron legs aren't better. I didn't get my pets just yet. Actions. Ooh. Of course. I'll go with that one instead, actually. A little pet. Right, steadfast mana. Go there first. Druid's hut. Right, let's go inside.
Greetings, traveler. Is there something I can do for you? Do you need a poultice or perhaps an herbal tea? Ah, yes. The curious mage and the stern warrior. They stopped by. When I mentioned that rogue knights had been making the countryside dangerous, they decided to investigate. I told them where I'd last seen the knights, and they set out at once. A clearing to the southwest. I'll mark the spot on your map. I saw a band of the knights gathering there the last time I went out to gather herbs. They forced me to retreat without them. I warned Valencia and Quentin it might be dangerous.
Let's go and deal with that. Gonna pick up a quest first. Finally got something to put on my head.
Over here. I could use some help. You're the one Lady Arabelle spoke to at the docks, aren't you?
I am.
You volunteered to help investigate the ships that failed to reach port.
I did.
It's good to see a friendly face.
Is it?
Especially after what just happened. Guild General Quentin accompanied me to visit Druid Ravana. When she told us about rogue knights in the area, Quentin was eager to investigate. It was the Ascendant Order. They overpowered Quentin and knocked me senseless. They captured Quentin. I don't think so. The Ascendant Order was definitely trying to take us alive. That's the only reason I had the opportunity to throw up a shroud spell and avoid being captured myself. Did you come out here to find us? And Ravana told you where to find us. Good. Now, we must rescue Quentin. I may have a way to find where the Ascendant Order took him, but we should get to safety first. Meet me back at Druid Ravana's hut.
And now I've got to go all the way back. Close compared to the whip.
I understand, Valencia. Do what you must to find your friend.
I owe you a debt of gratitude for coming to my aid. It seems once again that Lady Arabelle chose well. Now to see if I can find Guild General Quentin, and by extension, the rogue knights who carried him away. I enchanted the invitation medallions that each delegate carries, so I can trace my own magic to locate Quentin. Now let me see. They moved north and east, across the loch. I see a chapel, crypts, maybe abandoned? No question. Quentin is there. Lady Arabelle asked me to try as soon as we realized the ships were late. I wasn't able to make a connection with those medallions. Maybe they were too far away, or some other magic interfered with my scrying, but I wasn't able to detect anything. No, we need to return to Lady Arabelle and share this information. Then we can mount a rescue for Guild General Quentin.
I don't know myself.
I'll meet you at Lady Arabelle's little pavilion. What she calls her field office, I believe.
That sounds like a Bane chapel, but only one medallion is there. Valencia apprised me of the situation. I believe I know the place where she thinks they're holding Quentin. It must be the crypts below a Bane chapel on the northern shore of the loch. Will you accompany us on this rescue mission, my dear? Smashing. This will be like that time I pulled General Gautier out of a Reach stronghold during the border raids of 566. Now that was an adventure. Anyway, it's too bad Valencia couldn't scry the locations of the other missing delegates. I suppose you've earned the truth, and you certainly deserve my complete confidence. The 3 ships carried High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Prince Ernskar, son of Yoren the Skald King. I dare say I've misplaced the leaders of Tamriel. I said you deserve the truth. Lord Bacaro invited the Alliance leaders here for peace talks. He hopes to end the Three Banners War. If we find Quentin with the Ascendant Order, we may find our missing royals. Meet me at the chapel north of the loch. We'll rendezvous at a Bane chapel on the north side of the loch. I've already sent an operative ahead to scout the area. Be prepared to defend yourself. The Ascendant Order won't give up Guild General Quentin without a fight.
I'm sure I can handle this.
There. It's open. Got any more locks you need picked? How about you, Valencia?
I think not, thank you.
Now's not the time, Jakan. Let's see what awaits us down in the crypts.
I can't pinpoint the exact location of Quentin's medallion. He could be anywhere in here.
I'll scout ahead. Maybe someone should watch the door in case anyone follows us.
I'll keep watch. Be careful.
I knew you cared.
Quentin is our priority, but keep your eyes open. Who knows what the Ascendant Order left lying about?
Take that.
Ascendant Order propaganda. Don't be taken in. They are not as benevolent as they want you to think. No sign of Quentin, though. We should keep going. The Ascendant Order has the captains of our missing ships. But where are the Alliance leaders? First things first. Clear the path to the South Crypts, please. We must rescue the captains and hope that Quentin is with them. Colleen, Zaji, Zuzo. Thank the Divines are all right. But where are the delegates?
Apologies, my lady. We lost our charges.
Zaji is not all right. Not to spoil a reunion, but we're about to get company.
Jakarn, free the captains. Friend, keep the Ascendant Order at bay. Buy us some time.
Got it.
Collect Valencia and get the captains to safety, Jakarn. We'll find Quentin.
The Knights took Quentin away not long ago. I think they're questioning him now.
Then we must hurry. Come, my friend. Down there. It's Quentin. Let's listen and try to figure out what's going on.
A new age of peace. An age of free peoples, standing together, not kneeling to distant thrones.
This is not your war, General. What say you?
The war took everything from me. I am with you. How can I help?
The Order is trying to recruit Quentin? We have to put a stop to this.
Yeah, I'll be there in a second. Be a moment. of my way, woman.
Here is your chance, Quentin. Stop these fools and strike a blow for the people.
Sorry, Lady Arabelle. I made my choice. For the Ascendant Order!
We can't allow the General to stop us.
Dodge rolling. Ran out of magic.
I'm sorry it came to that, but well thought, my friend. Let's speak outside.
Anything interesting? Oh, yeah.
I didn't expect Guild General Quentin to turn on us, and I certainly didn't desire his death. It seems sympathy for the Ascendant Order is more widespread than I knew. We must be cautious, particularly with whom we choose to trust going forward. Do I expect it? No. But that doesn't mean we should let our guard down. This venture wasn't a complete failure, though. We rescued the captains of our missing ships. We need to find out what happened at sea and what befell the Alliance leaders. To Mandrake Manor, my home in Gonfalon Bay. I'll mark it on your map. Jakan, Valencia, and I have been using my townhouse as a base of operations. I'm confident that it is as safe from the Ascended Order as any other location we might choose. Oh, the name comes from a book I'm rather fond of. I bought the manor to serve as my home in retirement, and I keep a few mementos of my career there. Meet me there, my dear, and we'll see what our rescued captains have to say about all this.
Yeah. Right, and that's where I'm going to leave it for tonight. Started off a new quest and all that, so thank you very much for watching. I had to do stuff, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.